Okay, today we are working on a Draper Traveller screen. I've actually got about 4 of these, and they're good little screens. My only complaint, I think, is that the latch system that holds the outer shell together is put together with these plastic latches, and frankly, they just break off. There's a very thin piece of plastic that connects here. You get something jarring it one way or the other. These just bust right off. This screen here is about 4 months old, and both of these have just been broken off by other people, um, kind of working it around, and I guess just not being careful with it. So we're going to replace these plastic latches with metal ones so that they're a little more durable for the long run. The metal ones we're using here, I just pulled off Amazon, and it's got a little latch we're going to put on the top, and it's got the spring latch portion on the bottom here that we're going to put on just like this. So what we're going to do is take out the current rivets that are holding this plastic one together, and then we'll replace it with the metal latch system. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is drill out these pivots right here, or the rivets. Pivots. Now I don't want to. I can be careful, right? But my fingers, the distance between the end of that rivet and the screen, so I want to protect that. I'm just going to take a piece of metal right here and slide that down, so that when I drill through, if I happen to go through it too quick, I hit the metal as opposed to hitting the screen. I'm just going to use a 1/8 inch bit, and this is a brand new bit. Pulled it out of my drawer so it's nice and sharp to go through these rivets here. I also found that you need to kind of hold remove the latch you're removing there. Otherwise, when we start going through with the drill bit, it's going to kind of grab onto that rivet and just spin it. But by holding everything in place here, we should be good to go. Just like that. Pull the rivet out. Now I've still got part of the rivet still in there, so I'm just going to pop it out, and now that rivet is out. We're going to do the same thing on the top of the lid, but I'm so far away from that screen, I won't need to put my metal plate in there. There we are. There's the rivet that we're removing. Now on the top of the screen here, okay, from the top latch here, we're just going to reuse the same hole that was already drilled for the original latch there, and put a rivet right through that first one. There's our first rivet, and then we're going to square it up. Make sure she's good that way. Drill our additional hole. Just like that. Another rivet. There we go. Okay, so next we're going to put the latch on the bottom of the screen case here, spring latch here, and there's 2 holes that we're going to mount to the case. Now, we really can't reuse this original hole, or the one that we took the rivet out, because it's not going to line up. So you can see right here how it's not going to line up. But it will end up looking just like this. So it's pretty well hidden, but it's not a match. So what I do is I'm going to open this latch up here, and go. And I'm just going to take a little bit of gaffer's tape. That's just what I have handy. I'm going to open up the latch and go ahead and put that tape on the inside. A closed position here. And with my finger still holding it. There we go. I'm just going to give myself a little mark. Just like that. I'm going to put my metal shield back in there and go ahead and carefully drill my hole. I'm using a 1/8 inch bit, and these are 1/8 inch rivets. Just like that. And we're going through aluminum here, so it's pretty soft metal to worry about. And there we go. There's my first rivet there. I can go here and test it. See, that's going to work out just dandy. So we'll go ahead and drill our second hole. And hit the metal shield on that one there, so that's good we have it in there. There we are. So now, when we go on here, I've got a nice latch, just like that. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I want to make sure that, I didn't have any black rivets here, so my secret is that I just use some fingernail polish. And I'm just going to basically paint the top of these rivets from white, black, my sides, and that will dry actually fairly smooth. And you can go over it more than once if you have a little bit of bleed through and you're worried about it, and get the sides. You get dings in your metal casing as well. Sometimes I'll just use fingernail polish and just kind of touch scratches up or whatever like that, just to keep it looking fresh for you, or if you're renting this out or using it on a client job. And that is how you replace the plastic with a metal latch.